Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and colleagues of mine, as we do what is fitting and appropriate, and that's honor the life of our colleague, a life well led, member of the House of Representatives who did such a good job on behalf of his constituents who he represented faithfully since coming to Congress in 2013. Doug and I knew each other before then. We had interactions on a number of issues that we were mutually passionate about, beginning with rural California and people who live in rural areas, which both reflected his and my background. He perhaps represented, if not one of the largest congressional districts by geography in California. A lot of northern and eastern California. And these are communities, I know a lot of my colleagues, when they think about California, they think of Los Angeles or the Bay Area. But we have a lot of parts of California where, the communities are a white spot in the middle of a major highway or, 400, 600 people. And Doug was a member's member and a representative who believed that his entire constituency was his passion. And so he would go to some of those remote areas to indicate and to listen on how he could be a better representative and make their views known here in our nation's capital. I served with him the entire time that I've been on the House Ag Committee through 3 different farm bill reauthorizations. And he was always willing to meet halfway. Of course, we understood the ag issues affecting California, and he was very proud to represent the Upper Sacramento River Valley and all the wonderful people there. When disaster struck his district with the wildfires, he was among the first to be there with the challenges of some of the floods in Lake Orville and Yuba areas. He was there. And he reminds us why we serve. Not only the passion, but the desire always to put our constituents first and to help people. And let that be a role model for all of us. Doug, we miss you. A life well led and a person who cared passionately about our country and about the people's house. May you rest in peace with your wife and your family. And we thank all of you for giving us an opportunity to serve with our friend, Doug LaMalfa. I yield back the balance of my time.